Hey guys, what's up? My name is Pogesque, and we're going to be going over some Dead by Daylight changes coming up in the version 7.5.0 PTB for Dead by Daylight. There's a lot of cool content and tweaks and features that are upcoming and were teased in this version, and we're actually live with it today. It just came out today, and we're going to be checking out some of the really important features you're going to want to know in version 7.5.0. Okay, so under the beta tab, I was looking around for a while. Under the beta tab, you have the first person FOV, which is the default, and the minimum is 87 degrees. You can increase that all the way up to 103, I believe. Let's hike that up and see, which is basically what Shadowborn was. So I'm actually going to try that out, and we're going to see if that's what I want to stick with. It's going to give you more view, right? Field of view, as in the name. So you could kind of see how that works. Only first person, though, obviously. It's not for survivors. They have enough of a field of view. The devs have even said themselves. It's only for killers and not Chucky, obviously. He's got the survivor point of view. I'm guessing adjusted, obviously. It's much lower. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And you can now use the new Shadowborn, which has a different effect. And we'll touch on that a little bit later. But pretty cool. I really like that. You can finally have this as a slider. I was looking at under accessibility. I wasn't sure if it was an accessibility thing, which is totally, not only would it be accessibility, it'd be an advantage. So it makes sense it's under the betas tab. So guys, the first thing I want to touch on is the ability changes, which are coming out this patch, and they seem really nice. Now, I'm not a Billy main by any means. I just appreciate his simplicity and how difficult he was to play against the modern day survivors. And they did a lot of good. There wasn't any nerfs. There was changes, and a lot of it was buffs, and I want to go over that today, especially because his add-ons are going to be way different. I think the first thing we should touch on is how his power works now. So traditionally, right, Billy, he still charges his chainsaw, and there's a sprint. Revving the chainsaw and sprinting caused the overdrive meter to increase. So it's no longer overheat, it's overdrive. So he actually gets a benefit from heat as opposed to being just power just gets disabled when it is a chainsaw would heat up too much. And the meter decreases when the chainsaw is not in use. When the meter is full, the chainsaw goes into overdrive, special state, overdrive, which is now his secondary power, which I'm finally glad to say Billy has a secondary power, technically, right? It's to a point, it's like a passive. It's not something he activates. It's something that kicks on while using his primary power. So it works out. It's a catalyst. It's something I was kind of explaining in my last stream. But yeah. So while in overdrive, the chainsaw is enhanced. Chainsaw charge and sprint speeds are increased, and chainsaw sprint cooldowns are reduced. So the chainsaw charge, I think it's 5% faster. The sprint speed is like 3 meters a second faster, which is roughly a 30% speed boost, which is crazy. And the sprint cooldown, I think it's like a 10% cooldown reduction when he like powers down. That goes through 10% faster, and that lasts for 20 seconds. Pretty cool, right? It's a pretty cool change. Billy actually seems he might be able to hold up in this new meta. He also just had some buffs across the board. Like his movement speed was increased at base. I think it was his successful hit cooldown was reduced by 10%, which used to be 3 seconds, now 2.7. His mist is also reduced to 2.7. I think the stun duration is the same. Of course, any add-ons will change that, but nothing was touched there, which is fine. Obviously, you should always be letting go before you collide to something. Mistakes happen. I do it all the time, but anyways, enough rambling. Let's look at his add-ons, and I think we should start from the brown to the iridescent, and we'll see what they do now. So, steel toe boots. I think he's actually got nerfed. He's got nerfed quite a bit. Decreases chainsaw recovery time by 10%. I think it used to be a bit more than that. I can't remember how much more, but I think I definitely got nerfed. It seems pretty small. I think this actually got buffed. Dad's Boots, which is a sprint turn rate. I don't think his turn rate was touched, actually. Base, which is fine. I mean, add-ons were always the kind of the solution for that. So this is a brand new add-on right here. Cracked primer bulb. Button that clears air from fuel lines. Machine needs to be fed. Survivors hit with a single chainsaw are damaged for a single health state. Increases overdrive generation by 15%. So that was the speed limiter, so they've changed it, which is pretty cool. It's still the same effect of I'm only doing 1 health state, but I guess it makes him overheat faster, which is cool, or overdrive faster. And this one's really interesting. I used to use heavy clutch. It's replaced heavy clutch counterweight. Decreases the chainsaw sprint's initial turn rate by 70%. So when he gets off the rip, he gets an increased turn rate, which might throw some players off. It's thrown me off plenty of times. I don't think I'll be using this anymore, though. I think this will probably just chill in my collection because I like having that. You catch a lot of survivors off guard with that. It's like the Billy flick to a point. This is also new. What is this? Thermal casting. A thicker case that allows the user to control the conservation of energy. Decreases the speed at which the overdrive meter dissipates when not using a chainsaw by 10%. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's when you're in overdrive or that's just when you're outside of overdrive trying to build up to it, but that's cool. So you actually want your heat to stay, unlike old Billy. You wanted it to drain as quickly as possible. They didn't mention, I don't believe it didn't mention how quickly it drains now, because it used to be pretty high to kind of balance Short Chase Billy as opposed to Drift King, which I love Drift King. Short Chase Billy, Ooh, Spiked Boots. Increases the chainsaw turn rate by 45%. That definitely got buffed. I see a bunch of new icons in here. That's cool. All right. Spiked Boots are much more relevant than they used to be. That's cool. Off-brand motor oil. I forget what that used to be. Some kind of like awkward effect, but like undetectable or something. Like whatever. Increases overdrive generation by 15%. All right. That's cool. Increased throttle. This is different too. Decreases recovery time after a successful chainsaw hit by 10%. Okay. So base, it's only 2.7 seconds, and that brings it down again by another, what, 0.27 then? So you're about a little under 2.5 second recovery when you hit them. That's not too bad. You might catch up a little. Actually, I keep thinking about killers who need to do a second thing. He can get to a hook faster because he's recovering faster, right? Because Billy, he's going to be downing them, not injuring them, which is different. That's honestly an interesting one to add into his kit, right? An insta down, which you recover faster from your use of your power. Okay, that actually might be pretty decent. Add-ons like that. I don't know if that one's good, but like add-ons like that. Clogged intake. Okay, modifying airflow is key to modifying the airflow is key to modifying the saw's power. All right, that's a little awkward. Increases the overdrive duration by 15%. So it's 20 seconds. 10% would be 2 seconds. So what? That's 2.5 seconds. Or no, 3 seconds. You get 3 more seconds of overdrive. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, you might better get that last chainsaw charge in where you're zooming. You're moving at like 13, 14 meters a second when you're in overcharge, which is insane. I can't wait. I think Drift King, when while you're drifting, you might actually just pick up speed when you overcharge, which is cool. I don't know if it makes you have to restart your chainsaw to get the buffs from it. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that works. Okay, so this is 15% as opposed to that's 10%. The Thompson's Mix. All right. Ragged Engine. Say it needs a tune-up. Max would say it is tuned up. Okay. Dissipates the speed at which overdrive meter decreases the speed. Okay. I still don't know what the values are for that. Because you want to build up your heat. That might be a pretty good one. Low kickback chains. This one got nerfed heavy. So they're actually punishing people who get stunned more. They want to reward higher skill gameplay, which is totally fine with me. I hate when you just get catered to the total noobs. So I think this is fine. But they didn't really have to gut this add-on though. Like I could have made that like a purple and like left it as is or buffed it. And like you would have to use it if you really were trying to learn Billy, or not even learn Billy, but like get better, right? You're pushing to that next level. Like you're just gonna make all mistakes when you learn Billy. You're gonna be hitting yourself into a wall constantly, which would give you a lot of value out of that. But discarded air filter, cracked and dusty filter. It manages to work better than the stock model. Increases the time it takes before overdrive dissipates. Okay. These numbers could be a little bit crazier because I still don't know what the values are for this, to be honest. But I guess we'll see. Time will tell on this. Begrimed chains. I think it used to apply. I can't remember if these used to exist or not. But mangled and hemorrhage. All right, that's not bad. I think that will definitely be like a top 3 use because you're going to want to have that to slow down heals after they get unhooked. Continuing to chainsaw sprint after breaking a pallet. Oh, these are low pros. These are the same. Yeah, those are untouched. Okay, that's a gameplay changing add-on. That's fine. That could actually be really good with begrimed chains, right? Because if you hit them after you're breaking a pallet, they still and you get away, they still get the mangled. I'm not really sure why you would use low pro though, to be honest. It's kind of a meme add-on, like to a point. It's not bad, but like the chances of that getting pulled off are pretty low. But hey, maybe because people don't use it often, you'll surprise others. So that's cool. High-speed idler screw. Loosened screw will bring more power to the chainsaw. Here's the time it takes before overdrive starts dissipating by 20%. Again, I need to go a little crazier with some of these higher tier add-ons. These are going to be much harder to get. Struggled to hear his mother's footfalls. Oh, shoot. Okay. After maintaining a chainsaw sprint for 2 seconds, grants undetectable. So that's used to be an iridescent. They moved that down and put it on a new add-on. That's something. Same with the Apex muffler as well. It's silent for those outside the terror radius. Okay. I'm kind of glad they moved those out of the iridescent because those were pretty cool, but like iridescent Billy was not OP Billy. Like you would still hear, or you would still be like, I don't know actually. Is Stealth Billy really that OP? I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. But now the tuned carburetor is up here. Increases charge speed by 20%, reduces base movement speed. Maybe actually increase the charge speed on that. I don't know how important that'll be though, especially when you're overcharged. Like you will be hauling ass. But maybe that's even better. I actually don't know. I'll have to try it. What the hell, you know? I think iridescent engravings. That's cool. I think it used to just be beast marks. Increases the chainsaw movement speed by 20%, which has already been increased. Time to charge chainsaw. Huh. That actually, I think you're probably looking at these two, and then the begrimed chains. Those are like the top three, my estimate, though. I mean, obviously, people like the boots for better like holding, but I think maybe boots probably haven't been moved. I say boots are first, and then these two, and then begrimed are going to be your most common ones. So yeah, those are the direct Billy changes. We're going to be checking out some gameplay here in a bit. I'm going to go over some other changes in this patch, so make sure to stay tuned for that. All right, so we have the max FOV right now. I can tell it's on, and we have Billy on this map. Hawkins. All right, we'll see how this feels. I lowered the volume for all of our hearing pleasure. He's still great overcharge quite fast. That's not too bad. Also because of my add-ons. We'll see how this is. Oh, I see there's like a grace period before it starts going down. That's cool. Oh my god. Yo, what? And it lasts such a long time? Hold up. That was quite literally explosive. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. Oh, yo, dude. Oh, you recover so quick from a mist cooldown. Yo, where are you, dog? No. Get over here, man. Aw, that's so cool. I love the blue flames. That is awesome. This is everything Billy has needed just to feel badass, man. He's since dried up as a killer. There's so many other better picks. And then you have Billy just like falling behind. I think Trapper still needs help. They didn't really give him enough, but I mean, I'm not going to complain too much. I got my Billy update, man. That's awesome. I think this FOV will definitely mess with me after playing this game for so long with default FOV. We'll see. That's a good dodge by the bot, too. Here we got overdrive going. There we go. Now we got a gen done by the survivors. Holy crap. I think the counterweight might be necessary. They fall down here. Dang, this isn't exactly the best map to test out Billy, is it? Okay, so it kind of fades out as it goes. Yeah, his recovery is much better base. That's awesome to know. Alright, so I'm already in overdrive, which is cool. Yeah, base recovery feels a lot better. This map might not be really good for Bill. I mean, I should have figured that, right? Dang. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. I might have to like force pick a more open map. Not like getting a whole lot out of this, especially with how well they run these loops. Especially because the bots literally know where the pallets are, so I get her before the thing. Oh my god. She doubled back, but that was crazy fast, dude. There we go. We got our first hit finally. All right, we'll take advantage of that. I'm betting my overdrive, and it definitely lasts for a long time. With a more open map, he might feel more formidable. I think turn rate is more necessary than ever now, which is fine. Nothing wrong with having or needing more turn rate. Unless she ducked in the hallway. Something. There she is. The high FOV definitely messes with me on Billy more than any other killer, I think. Dang, I held onto it a little bit too long, I think. I like the sound they added with the overcharge kicking in. I wonder how loud that is for survivors. Oh, I feel it's almost uncontrollable. Well, at least in this level of map. I think it definitely depends on the map you're playing. Look at this. the FOV makes them feel even faster. But I kind of wanted to do like a 2-in-1. You know, I wanted to try out 2 different changes in one. I could definitely see having it that you want your overcharge to last longer being a valuable perk choice. Or add-on choice, excuse me. He's going to make it to that pallet, unfortunately. Or he's just going to... Oh, he went second stage. Yeah, loops like this, he's still going to have a hard time, I think. It is what it is, right? You keep that overcharge building. You sit here and you rev it up, too. You kick into it while you're using it. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. His map traversal is even better than it used to be. That's awesome. They might have to see if that's a little bit too much. I don't know, dudes. Oh, if I had a little more turn rate, I could have easily got that guy. That is what it is. Okay. Actually, the hit doesn't feel as bad as it used to. You can move a little bit with the hit now, I noticed. It's not making you completely stop. So that's cool. Where is he? Going around this pallet. Drop that. And now I said about low pro chains not being that good. I might be eating my words. You got another pallet. You also don't get heat. You don't get crazy amounts of heat from sitting there charging. Okay, that felt really good. Overdrive hit 1500. Oh my god. Dude, Billy is a point farmer now. That's the guy that was dead too, rip. His bot teammates left him to die, dude. Messed up. Yo, what up? You guys sneak away too now. Look at the speed of the noise of the chainsaw. It's higher pitch now the longer you rev it. So the survivors kind of get an audio cue in that way of when it's about to engage. Because there was an audio cue based on when it was about to engage. Just... Dang, if that was a little bit... Okay, that's sick. Can I get him too? Hold up. That would have been actually good to have the recovery. They best be fearing, dude. Okay. That's pretty neat, dude. That's pretty neat. I think the overcharge is going to be a... On some maps, it might be a bit of a hindrance as much as it would be a help. I'm not saying it's bad at all. Don't get me wrong, but... Yeah, 8 kick events only. That's probably going to be totally fine. As far as like not getting in the way of most games. That seems like it's pretty fair. Get rid of gen tapping. It's quite a good trade, dude. Yo, what up? She didn't know what to do. Or I couldn't figure that one out. I definitely like the FOV base changes, though. Could be a downside, but I do feel a lot faster. I think a lot of people who played Nurse already, Blight maybe, Wraith always tended to enjoy higher FOV. Ooh, I almost hit that. Actually, the hit recovery doesn't, like I said, the hit recovery doesn't seem to be as bad. Those seem to move a bit quicker. Again, it could be a whole bunch of base kit Nightborn really messing with me. I know I say base kit Nightborn, but it is truly. It was Night Kit, old Night Kit. It was old Nightborn is now moved to base kit. So these bots almost seem to be more afraid. They did update the bot AI. I was reading the patch notes because I am that guy, by the way. I was reading the patch notes. I did notice that they messed with some of the bot AI a bit. It's funny to hear the sound of the chainsaw. Shoot. Wonder if hit recovery is actually a little bit faster. What's this girl doing, man? Just zooming down the hallway right now. I really love those blue flames. Feels very magical. That's cool. The transition from it going from overdrive to regular. It feels so, I'm so happy that Billy got a really solid change, in my opinion. Shoot, if I had that turn radius add on, you know? I know what she's hiding from, but... You going up here? Can I actually catch somebody up here, or no? There we go. Cool, cool, cool. I was just curious. Only a bot would fall for that, but still kind of funny regardless. I don't know what she was doing, trying to hide right there, but I guess that's just bot AI. Okay, these are no perk bots, but I just wanted to see how Billy felt. Definitely not as good. Well, I think that's just typical Billy, not as good on indoor maps, but the heat mechanic being totally different, that's just such a game changer in so many ways. Holy crap, that feels good when it kicks right on. You get to cross the map stupid fast. Like, even in moments where they're injured, I could just like hook somebody across the map. You might even be seeing make your choice, Billy. Might sound kind of random, but you get really far away. Like, you get zooming, dude. You ain't gotta worry about that. Or, Devour Hope. Like, it already would have kicked on by now. How did he heal himself? They don't have any perks. I'm pretty sure bots, like, somehow spawn in their own crap anyways. Like, unless he, quote, found a med kit. Look at this. I'm on the other side of the map. She's all the way over there. Can I catch him in time? I mean, I don't know. He didn't make an attempt, but if he did... It's almost like you could patrol with Billy. Instead of having like a night and having your guards do it, Billy just does it all on his own. He's not even gonna try, dude. My presence just being here every so often is just throwing him off. You're camping bots, dude. I just want to zoom, man. Like, this is actually really satisfying. I was anticipating being happy about it, but I really am. He also gets a lot more blood points than he used to, which is fantastic. I mean, so many killers, you get rewarded for playing them. Like, I think the best example is, I could think of till this point, is Skull Merchant, where if she tracks a survivor and then downs them, you get 1,500 blood points for that. It's called like lock and stock or something, and you get 1,500 blood points just for using your ability. I mean, that's great. I'm not gonna argue about killers getting blood points for playing. Billy especially, all he got was like chainsaw, sprint, and hit, and they're like single blood points, and then it was like 500 for a chainsaw hit. Overcharge hits 1,500, so you're gonna max out deviousness really fast. if you get good with the overcharge. I do want to go on an outdoor map, though, and see how this feels. I feel like I didn't really get a whole lot of an opinion. I also want to do some turning add-ons and let the natural overcharge kind of play out. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be different, especially when I have players in the game as opposed to bots. But pretty cool, dude. You're definitely going to get a lot of blood points on Billy. These are just all bots, all pretty basic. But yeah, I just wanted to mess with the overdrive, see how that felt. Should have picked the map. Pretty bad map, but let's see how it feels in another game on an outdoor map.